Today, I want to talk to you about 3 ways to help your business's website drive more sales to your business. One of the first things most business owners do when they start up a new company is they build a website. Sometimes they watch one of those ads on social media for a do-it-yourself solution and they figure, how hard can it be? So they get the site up, only to discover that number one, making a nice looking website is often more difficult than they had anticipated. They were shooting for a site kind of like this top one here. And when they were done, they got a site a little bit more like this bottom one down here. And if that's the case, you need to hire a web designer. Number two, sometimes the very best do-it-yourself sites seem to have a really hard time making conversions. Now, when I talk about conversions in this context, I'm talking about the process of not only attracting a client, but turning a website visitor into a paying customer. Every time somebody makes a purchase based on the information on your website, we call that a conversion. Now, consumers on the internet make some really fast decisions. People will usually make a decision about if they're going to learn more about your business or your product in the first 8 seconds that they visit your site. So those first 8 seconds need to be a pretty stellar user experience. Keep in mind that while they're looking at your product or your company, they're probably also looking at all of your competitors as well. Potential customers will be trying to make an educated decision about whether to call you or whether to call the other guy. So from a marketing standpoint, I want to give you 3 quick suggestions for helping your website make more conversions. Those things are mobile responsiveness, photography, and free offers. Let's dig in. The first thing is mobile speed and responsiveness. Look, unless you're a caveman, you've probably realized by now that more than half of your internet traffic is coming from mobile devices. But having your website just work on a mobile device is not good enough these days. In today's digital marketplace, your website needs to work really well and be optimized for mobile viewing. Mobile friendliness is a big part of Google's current algorithm. What I mean is that Google will give ranking preference to sites that display content properly and quickly on mobile devices. So in other words, if your website looks like the one on the left here, and it is a desktop site with all the information crammed onto a mobile device, then you can expect it to drop in the ranking. You can also expect a decrease in your online sales conversions. Speeding up your site on mobile often means you need to load pictures in at a smaller size, reduce the number of slides in your slider or in your hero image on the top of the page, or maybe turn off some various features that'll help the site load more quickly. There are a variety of WordPress templates that respond quickly and effectively and efficiently to various screen sizes and shapes, and this type of responsiveness is critical for website conversions. Number 2 is proper photography. You could have a silent enemy lurking around your beautifully designed website that's threatening to overthrow and devour your online presence, and that enemy is stock photography. Now, does that sound a little bit over dramatic? Well, maybe it is. But both the user's experience and the Google algorithm can be negatively affected by those totally fake photos. Both the Google algorithm and your users are looking for quality and authenticity. Okay, so on one hand, a stock representation of your services or your products is better than just text. All the studies show that pictures help with conversions. We use stock images all the time around our place, and they have their place. But stock images that are not really carefully chosen can come across as fake. Now, my dad's a mechanic, and I grew up in a mechanic shop. Now, mechanic shops are dirty, ugly, smelly, greasy places. So this image I'm about to show you is one of my all-time favorite examples of fake photos. Now, if somebody can tell that you're obviously using a stock image, then you should think twice about using it. When somebody sees a model in the shop with perfectly smeared grease on her face, no one is fooled into thinking that she actually works for you. If you're given the choice between a fake photo with a perfect looking person in it or a high quality photo with your less than perfect looking staff, choose the real picture every time. Also keep in mind, front-facing people make a good first impression and work trucks and machinery don't. I love this before and after because it shows how they went from having trucks and machinery before to having a front-facing person after their redesign. Make sure that the top images on your site are welcoming and inviting. Okay, so number 3 is free offers. Okay, who doesn't like free stuff, right? Most websites that convert have a free offer or a coupon on their homepage or on one of their main pages somewhere. You can offer free things like a free ebook or free shipping or a free subscription or a free newsletter, a free consultation, a free estimate, so on. Free offers are incredibly effective for increasing your conversions. Well, there's a lot more that we could say about how to make your website more effective for sales, but for now, let's just keep to these 3 things. Number 1, make sure that your site works as well on a mobile device as it does on a desktop. Number 2, take the time and spend the money to get real quality photos on your site. And number 3, make a great offer that's free if possible.